Good afternoon. My name is Maddie G. I am your play-by-play and color commentator for this women's volleyball matchup against Glenville State Pioneers. Here in this tournament, this is the last game of the Edinboro tournament this weekend. We have both teams lined up ready to go. We had last night actually, Edinboro and Lock Haven and Glenville and Davis and Elkins played against each other this morning earlier at noon, or at 10 actually. Lock Haven and Glenville started off the day of tournament play in a matchup, and then Edinboro to follow versus Davis and Elkins. At 2 o'clock, Davis and Elkins and Lock Haven went in a 5-match game. Ran a little late, that's why we're getting a little late start on this 4 o'clock game. That's okay, we're getting to it. Both teams are ready to go, Edinboro and Glenville. Edinboro against Lock Haven last night, a sweep. And this morning, earlier I should say rather than this morning, Edinboro also took the win against Davis and Elkins. If you are just now tuning in, we've been talking about all the Edinboro sports all weekend that are happening. Currently, this is the only event going on and for the rest of the weekend. Earlier we had the football team at Lake Erie College. They won 69-0 out at Lake Erie College, so that'll be kind of a happy bus trip home, I guess, for them. And then earlier at Sox Harrison Stadium at 2, they had the women's home opener. The women unfortunately lost 2-4 against Shippensburg. The Pioneers with the first point on the board here in this first match. Service up. Eldridge to Sierra Jackson. Sierra Jackson giving it a nice strong hit over that net. Ready for it to come back right to her. Eldridge to Skruptak, who hit it over. Paige Morris with an awesome block there. She was very ready. She was at the net, ready for anything happening there. Got the block, got the point. 1-1. They're going to have Sierra Jackson behind the line for the serve. Ball is up and over. Right to Glenville's Labaro. Number 4. I'm Miyazaki. I cannot pronounce her name. I apologize. Sierra Jackson back at the line for the serve. Sierra Jackson, we mentioned over and over again, goes way back to serve, way back behind that line because she has a strong arm and she knows that. Right off of Glenville Labaro's arm, over to the other side of the wall. 3-1, Edinboro in the lead in this first match. Sierra Jackson back up to the serve. Strong hit over. Glenville ready though. Back over to Edinboro. Alicia Eldridge ready to pass, or ready to set that, excuse me, but kind of landed just directly in her arms and she ended up just kind of catching it. 3-2, Edinboro in the lead. Glenville up to serve now. Over to Edinboro's side, who's very ready for that serve to come right to them. And they're going to call it a tip off of Glenville hands, giving Edinboro the point, 4-2. Jessica Giannacaro up to serve for Edinboro right now. Serve is up and over, right to Glenville, who are ready. They tried to play it out, but Edinboro's blockers were ready. They're right there. You got Sally Sturkle and Morgan Sharp that were kind of just right there the whole time, blocking up and down. Both have incredible height on them, so it helps out when they're trying to block. 4-4 now. Glenville up to serve. Service up and over. Skruptak gonna hit it out. Glenville trying to save themselves, but just barely couldn't make it. Edinboro 5, Glenville 4. Hannah Bronatar from Edinboro. Up to serve. Glenville finding that spot. I talk about that spot a lot here on broadcasts at Edinboro. Every so often there's just one spot on the floor that it's that spot that it's on the floor, it's open, you know. Up and over to Edinboro, right back to Glenville. Little hard over the line there, giving Glenville the point. 6, Glenville leading 6-5 now. Pioneers serve it over. A set from Eldridge and a tip from Skruptak, sending it over to the Pioneers side, but they are ready. Bronatar setting it up so that Edinboro can get it over. They get it over just a little too far over the box though. 7-5 now. Pioneers, in the lead. Up and over, Bronatar ready. Putting it up to be brought over. Pioneers with a nice pass, getting it up in the air, but there was a little bit of a miscommunication there, and they did not make the play over. 6-7 now. Pioneers still in the lead. Megan Skruptak up to serve. Serve is up and over. Pioneers try to save it, but they just can't connect it real quick. 7-7, evenly matched game. We've talked about this all weekend. At all of these games, all 5 or 6 of them that they've been playing, every team here has been very, very evenly matched. It's been 4 and 5 match games, I think, the whole weekend. 8-7, Pioneers in the lead. Serve is up and over. Bronatar there though. Eldridge ready to set it to Sierra Jackson, who's going to tip it over. Pioneers were ready though. Up, Eldridge sets it up again to Sierra Jackson. Pioneers hit it up into the great. It kind of bounces back to them. They save it a little bit, and their save is just a little short of going over the net. So that is going to be Edinboro's point. 8-8. Molly Breer, libero of Edinboro, up to serve. Serve is up and over. Pioneers are ready for that one though. Hit it on over. Breer back up in the air. Jackson gonna give it a smack over to the other side with a set and a hit back to Edinboro's side. Molly Breer, she went and dove for that one. She did a nice tuck and roll over there, but she didn't get there just in time. 9-8 here in Macomb Fieldhouse. The serve was, it looked to be short, but it was not. So Glenville's going to get another serve there. 10-8, Glenville in the lead. Service up and over. A set from Aldridge to Jackson, who's going to smack it on over. Hard hit from Jackson, so I understand that it just kind of slipped right through those two players. Alicia Eldridge up to serve here for Edinboro. 10-9, close match, close match. Service up and over. Glenville ready, but running out of passes there. Edinboro's going to get that point. Eldridge is going to be back at the line to serve. 10-10 here at Macomb Fieldhouse in this first matchup. Service up and over. Glenville going to pass it, but not making the connection. It kind of went over to the left a little bit there, giving Edinboro the point. It's going to be an ace for Alicia Eldridge. 11-10 here at McComb Fieldhouse. Edinboro in the lead. Service up and over. Eldridge with the set to Jackson, who's going to smack it down right in the middle of the back of the court, getting Edinboro another point. 12-10 here. Eldridge going to serve it. It is going to be in. Eldridge back up to serve. Up and over. Going to be a point for Glenville. 13-11 here at McComb Fieldhouse. Serve from Glenville, up and over. Set from Aldridge to Jackson, hitting it over. Glenville ready for it though. Megan Skreptok getting it up in the air. Alicia Eldridge trying to save it, but not getting there just in time. So it is going to be Glenville's point. 13-12 here at McComb Fieldhouse. Serve is up and over. Breer with a dig this time. Up to Sierra Jackson. And down to the ground. Sierra Jackson hits that ball. 14-12 here at McComb Fieldhouse. Sierra Jackson up to serve. As you can see, she is way far back there. I'm going to mention that every time she does it. Way far back there because she could, last night she hit a serve from way far back to this end of the gym to that end of the gym. Breer with a nice save there. And the play out to Glenville's side. Breer back up in the air. Eldridge setting up Paige Morris, who almost missed it, but she made it over the net. A block from Edinboro. Eldridge kind of tips it on over. Sierra Jackson ready, though, for the ball to come back. Megan Skreptok ready for the ball. Glenville's going to hit it out of bounds. (15-12) here at McComb Fieldhouse. Again, if you're just tuning in, my name is Maddie G. I'm your play-by-play and color commentator for this matchup against Glenville. Right now we're going to take a commercial break here on ETV.
Can we tell you everything about Edinboro University in just 30 seconds?
No way.
So let's just say, if you're looking for an exceptional and affordable education to build the foundations of your career success, you'll find it right here at Edinboro, where you're more than just a student. You're a fighting Scot. Schedule your visit or apply today at edinboro.edu.
Welcome back. We are here at McComb Fieldhouse. My name is Maddie G, your color commentator and play-by-play commentator for this matchup against Glenville. Sierra Jackson's going to be at the line right now. For the serve for Edinboro. 15-12 is your score currently in this first match. Serve is up and over. A set and a hit from Glenville. Brings it right back to Sierra Jackson, who's ready for it. A hit from, I believe that was number 11 from Edinboro. Morgan Sharp takes it to Glenville, takes it back to Edinboro, back to Glenville. Sierra Jackson to Alicia Eldridge, back to Sharp, who hits it in the back corner of Glenville point. Glenville's box, excuse me. 16-12 here at McComb Fieldhouse. Sierra Jackson back at the serve. Right over to Glenville. A pass and a pass. I don't know, it just didn't connect there and they didn't get it back over the net. 17-12 here at McComb Fieldhouse. Sierra Jackson with the serve again. And it is short. Glenville's going to be up to serve now. Glenville with the serve. Serve is up and over. And over the line on the Edinboro side of the box. 17-13. 18-13, excuse me. In this first matchup, Jessica Giancarlo is going to be up to serve for Edinboro now. Giancarlo serve is up and over. Right to Glenville. They're Labaro saving them a little bit, getting it back up in the air for a second hit. Giancarlo setting up, Skreptoff blocked by Glenville right to Edinboro, but they didn't make it back over. 18-14 here at McComb Fieldhouse. Service up and over from Glenville. Eldridge just going to set it up to Sharp, who brings it on over. A block from Edinboro, but it bounces off her hands, giving Glenville the point. 18-15 here at McComb Fieldhouse. Service up and over. A pass and another pass from Breer to Sharp, who's going to send it over. Excuse me, to Skreptock, who's going to send it over. Sharp tipping it over right now to Glenville, who's ready for it. Glenville with that point. 18-16, excuse me, here at McComb Fieldhouse. Serve is up and over. Edinboro ready. Eldridge to Skreptock, who's going to send it over. Ball still in play. Over to Edinboro's side. Eldridge is going to set up. Freshman Sally Sturkle, who will get the point for Edinboro. 19-16 here at McComb Fieldhouse. Benatar. (2016) Edinboro point. Hannah Benatar back up to serve for Edinboro. Glenville back over to Edinboro. Eldridge to Skreptock, who's going to send it over. It's going to be out on the box. Excuse me, it's going to be called a tip. 21-16 here at McComb Fieldhouse. And they're going to go ahead and take a timeout. But we're going to stay right here with you. I'm going to remind you of all the Edinboro sports that have happened today and yesterday. Edinboro sweeping Lock Haven last night in their matchup in volleyball. This morning also taking the win against Davis and Elkins. Edinboro football winning against Lake Erie College today at noon. 69-0 was the final score of that. And Edinboro's women's soccer taking a loss this afternoon, 2-4, I believe, against Shippensburg. And today, currently, we are in our last matchup of the weekend, I believe, for sports, and it is Edinboro versus Glenville State Pioneers, which you are currently streaming here on ETV. Hannah Benatar back up to serve. Serve is up and over. Glenville ready for it, though. A hit from Glenville and tipped off of number 20, Abigail Horner, a redshirt junior from State College, BA. Tip off of her hands gives Glenville the point. 21-17, excuse me. Greer with a pass, excuse me. Serve is up and over. Breer with a pass to Eldridge to Skirkle, excuse me, who's going to send it over in Glenville. Serve from Glenville now, 21-19. Serve is up and over. Edinboro ready for it. Eldridge sending a tip over, but Glenville was ready. Sending it right back to them. Breer right there. Glenville again ready. Hannah Brunachar ready for that one. Megan Skreptok, not Morgan Shaw. Megan Skreptok with that hit just outside the box. 21-20 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Like I said, aggressive play all weekend long. It has not been easy for any of these teams to win any of these games. We have a 1-minute timeout here. Looking ahead into the schedule for this volleyball team. They've already been playing since August. August 24th was their first game. This weekend they've got their tournament, and then they're going to be away for the next couple games. They've got an away game on the 7th this coming week at the Hawks Invitational at St. Anselm. So they've got a couple games there, I believe, next weekend, and they'll be back here home on September 21st. So keep your eye out for them. Serve is up and over. Edinboro with that point, 22-20 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Megan Skreptok up to serve. Serve is up and over. Off of Glenville's hands and into the bleachers. 23-20 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Edinboro in the lead for this first match of this game. Skreptok up to serve again. Up and over. A little bit of miscommunication, but Glenville does get it over again. Jessica Giannicar helping to send it over to Glenville. In the end, it will be Edinboro's point, 24-20. Megan Skreptok will be back to serve. Up and over in Glenville area. A set from Eldridge to a hit from Sierra Jackson, giving Edinboro 25-20 in this match against Glenville. They're going to go into their second match now here at Macomb Fieldhouse. And as sports are ending here this week for Edinboro, we're going to look into next week a little bit in our little 2-minute break here. As soon as this loads for me, we'll look into next week's sports. So on Wednesday, the 5th, there is a home soccer game at 6 p.m. In Scots Harrison Stadium. And women's volleyball and men's tennis will both be away next weekend. I believe that tournaments for both of them. Next Saturday, also, women's soccer will be away, and then men's and women's cross country, will also be away, and our men's and women's cross country will be home. Men's at 10:30 and women's at 11:30. It is the Doug Watts Open here at Edinboro. Football, Bloom will be away at Bloomsburg next week at 2. We will be on the call on WFSC. Make sure you're listening for that. Edinboro looking ready to go for this second match. 1 minute left on the clock. I've said it over and over again, but like I'll say it again. Again, it's just been aggressive play the whole day, the whole tournament actually. If this is any indication as to what Edinboro's season's going to look like, I was already excited, but I'm even more excited now. Both teams ready to go now. A couple seconds left on the clock. Both teams ready to go. It's going to be Alicia Aldridge at the line to serve for Edinboro right now. Up and over, just barely, for Aldridge. Over to Glenville. Glenville was ready for that though. Greer, a nice pass, a tip from number 18, Hannah Cantrell, the senior out of Huron, Ohio. Eldridge back up to serve. Serve is up and over. Glenville ready for it though. Back over to Edinboro's side. Eldridge setting up a hit from Sharp. It's going to be a little out the box. 1-1 here at Macomb Fieldhouse in this second match against Glenville State Pioneers. Glenville's number 17. Allison Parksky up to serve. Over Eldridge to Cantrell, who's going to smack it over. Make it over to Glenville. Cantrell with a save. Sharp going to save, but it was a little too late there. 1-2 is your score currently. Glenville State Pioneers, in the lead. Greer with a dig to Eldridge. Over to Glenville, back to Edinboro's side. Eldridge to Paige Morse. They're going to call it a 4-hit on Edinboro's side. Glenville with that point, 3-1. Glenville's serve is over. Cantrell with a tip. Morse and Sharp right there to block. At the end of the play, connecting it all, 2-3. Glenville in the lead here at Macomb Fieldhouse in the second match. Currently, we have number 20, Abigail Horner, up to serve for Edinboro. Up and over, the ball goes. A set and a tip from Glenville. Edinboro ready though. Greer to Eldridge, 2. Sharp, who's going to hit it over. Glenville ready for that one though. I'm going to set it back to Edinboro, but they're going to block it. Again, Sharp with a block. Eldridge to Skreptok, who sends it over with a hit and a point. 3-3 here at Macomb Fieldhouse in the second match. Serve up and over. Nice save from Glenville there. Back over to Edinboro's side. Sharp with a nice hit. Paige Morris trying to save it a little bit. Sharp's going to send it into the line, or into the antenna, excuse me. 3-4 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Glenville back to serve. Greer to Eldridge, who's going to tip it over, getting Edinboro a point. 4-4 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Jessica Giannacaro to serve for Edinboro. Serve is up and over. I spoke too soon, but it was over. Off of Glenville hand. And a point for Edinboro, 5-4 here at McCall Fieldhouse. Jessica Giannicarlo back up to serve for Edinboro. Serve is up and over. A digging pass and a hit from Glenville sends it back to Edinboro's side. Eldridge to Sturkle, who sends it over to Glenville's side for a point. 6-4. Giannicarlo is going to be back at the line. Serve is up and over. Glenville ready for that. Sending it back to Edinboro. (6-5) here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Edinboro in the lead currently. Up and over to Edinboro's side. Strong hit from Scrupchak. We're ready for that. Sending it back over to Glenville. A hit sending it back to Edinboro. Kind of bounced off Alicia Eldridge's hands, tying up the score 6-6. Serve is up and over. Molly Breer with a sliding. And didn't quite connect. 6-7. Glenville now in the lead in the second match. Up and over and out of bounds for Glenville. 7-7, tied it up. Edinboro's Hannah Bredetar is going to be up to serve. Up and over. Glenville with a set and a hit. Edinboro with a block. 8-7 now. Edinboro in the lead. Hannah Bredetar back up to serve for Edinboro. Bredetar's serve is up and over. Back over to Edinboro's side. Bredetar right there. Eldridge to Scrupchak, who's going to send it over. Ooh, a lot of action right there in the middle. Glenville tying it up. 8-8. Glenville with the serve now. Up and over. Hit from Megan Scrupchak, just a little too strong on the arm, sending it a little bit out of bounds. 8-9 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Up and over in Glenville to Hannah Bredetar, to Eldridge, to Sturkle, who's going to send it over. Breer's ready though, sending it back to Eldridge, who's going to hit it over. Scrupchak to Eldridge, back to Scrupchak. A tip from Glenville, but Hannah Bredetar is ready for that. Alicia Eldridge to Sturkle, who's going to get the point. 9-9 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. It's going to be Megan Scrupchak up for the serve. Up and over. A set and a hit. Out of bounds on Glenville. Going to be Edinboro point. Excuse me, no, they're going to call it tip. It's going to be Glenville's point. 9-10 here. It looks to be a little bit of... It is going to be Glenville point. 10-9. Glenville up to serve now. Over to Edinboro. Eldridge to Sturkle, who's going to send it over. Breer up in the air to Eldridge. To Sturkle, who's going to send it back over. Glenville ready though. Breer ready though. Aldridge tipping it over. Cantrell ready for that. Skreptok hitting it over and then getting that pass right there. Aldridge saving it, Breer sending it over. And that's going to be out on Glenville, giving Edinboro the point, tying it 10-10 in the second match. Molly Breer. Service up and over. A hit from the Pioneers side. Sending it back to over to Edinboro, excuse me. Hannah Cantrell with that. Glenville sending back to Edinboro. Alicia Aldridge with the tip over to the other side, getting Edinboro another point, 11-10. Breer back up with the serve. Gonna go to Glenville's side. A tip from Edinboro, getting them a point, 12-10, excuse me. Breer is going to be out to serve again. Service up and over. A pass and a pass. And a set over to the other side. Molly Breer and Megan Skreptok both going for that. Over on Edinboro's side, over to Glenville's side. Gonna send it out of bounds. 13-11. Edinboro in the lead in this second match. Gotta do a little court maintenance here before Alicia Aldridge will get her serve. Alicia Aldridge to serve, up and over. A set and a hit. Over to Edinboro's side, Molly Breer and Megan Skreptok both going for that again. It will be Glenville with that point, 13-12 here at McComb Fieldhouse in the second match. Glenville with the serve now. Serve is up and over. Breer right there to Aldridge, to Cantrell. He's gonna give it a nice hit, but it is going to go a little bit out of bounds. 13-13 tie score now. Edinboro versus Glenville State Pioneers. Right over to Molly Breer. A hit from Edinboro, getting them the advantage here, 14-13. Edinboro up to serve. Serve is up and over. Nice play, sends it back to over to Edinboro's side. Breer ready though, sends it to Aldridge to corner. Back over to corner to Aldridge to Skreptok. It's gonna be a tip and excuse me, it's gonna be out on Glenville. 15-13. Serve is up and over. Megan Skreptok there with the tip, getting Edinboro another point, 16-13 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. All right, we're gonna go and take a quick commercial break while they are on break here on ETV. Stay tuned.
Can we tell you everything about Edinboro University in just 30 seconds?
No way.
So let's just say, if you're looking for an exceptional and affordable education to build the foundations of your career success, you'll find it right here at Edinboro, where you're more than just a student. You're a fighting Scot. Schedule your visit or apply today at edinboro.edu.
Here at Macomb Fieldhouse. My name is Maddie G. I am here, your play-by-play and color commentator for this matchup. Score is currently 16-13, Edinboro in the lead. Serve is up and over to Glenville's side. Gonna be a hit back to Edinboro's side, but it's gonna go off of Edinboro's hand, and Glenville will get the point. 16-14 now. Glenville with the serve. Up and over. Eldridge with the set, excuse me, too sharp. Sharp's gonna send it over to Glenville's side. Back over to Edinboro's side, but clear over the court into the corner. And out of bounds, 17-14 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. A little bit of substitutions here. Jessica Giannacaro up to serve for Edinboro. Serve is up and over to Glenville's side. Back over to Edinboro's side. A lot of scrambling there real quick, but they did get it over. A block from Edinboro's front line there. Sends it back over, but sends it back to them to block again, but it does go out of bounds on their hands. 17-15 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Gonna be Glenville's serve. Service up and over. Abigail Horner trying to reach it, but just a little bit out of reach. Gonna be Glenville's point. 17-16 here at Macomb Fieldhouse in the second match. Service up and over. Again, right to Abigail Horner, who is just a little bit out of reach again. 17-17 tied up here at Macomb Fieldhouse in the second match. Service up and over. It's still going to be in, and Glenville's going to take the advantage now. 18-17, Glenville in the lead. Service up and over. Megan Skrupchak to Eldridge, to circles, excuse me. Edinboro at that point, 18-18, tied up here at Macomb Fieldhouse in the second match. Hannah Bernitar up to serve now. Serve is up and over. Edinboro at that point, 19-18 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Hannah Bernitar's serve is up and over. Eldridge to Sturkle, who's going to send it over. Glenville with a strong hit. Bernitar saves to Eldridge. To Megan Skrupchak, who's going to hit it in. 20-18 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Serve up and over from Edinboro to Glenville side. Set and a hit from Glenville over to Edinboro. Eldridge with a set to Skrupchak, who's going to get a hit and a point. 21-18 in the second match here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Hannah Bernitar of Edinboro team is up to serve once again. Brenitar is a sophomore out of Concord Township, Ohio. A set and a tip from Glenville. Number 2, Jessica Giannacaro from Edinboro was very ready for that. Went and dove, sending her teammates scrambling to try to get that, but they were just out of reach. 21-19 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Serve is up and over from Glenville, right to Molly Breer. To Alicia Eldridge, who's going to send it over, but just a little over the line. Going to be out on Edinboro. 21-20 here at Macomb Fieldhouse in the second match. Service up and over. Briere to Eldridge to Streptok, who's going to get the point. 22-20 now here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Streptok up to serve. Megan Streptok serving is one of the captains of this team this season. Hannah Cantrell and Morgan Sharp are serving as captains with her. Serve is up and over with a set and a hit. Edinboro's going to block it and get the point. 23-20 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. They're going to go ahead and call a timeout here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Thank you again for tuning in here on ETV or streaming it live through ETV. Again, we're going to talk about a little bit about the sports from today and last night. This week even, women's soccer on Thursday with a win, 1-0, shutout by freshman goalie, Edinboro winning in a sweep against Lock Haven last night. This morning again at noon against Davis and Elkins. And then the men's football team winning 69-0 at Lake Erie College. Streptok with the serve, up and over. With a set and a tip. Alicia Eldridge was ready for it. Jessica Giannacaro also ready. To Cantrell, who's going to hit it over. A hit is going to go off the blocking hands of Edinboro players and out of bounds. 22-21. Glenville now with the serve. Serve is up and over. Hannah Brevishar right there. Alicia Eldridge right there with her. Hannah Cantrell with the hit. Glenville ready for it though. Edinboro gonna get that point. 24-20. Edinboro at match point currently. Molly Briere is going to be up to serve. This is the second match in collegiate volleyball. They play best of 5. Briere's serve is up and over. Glenville ready for it. Hannah Brenitar with a nice save. Alicia Eldridge backing her up. Megan Streptok with a hit. Glenville ready, but it is going to be Edinboro's point. 25-21 is your final score of the second match. Again, if you're just now tuning in, thank you for tuning in here on ETV. The WFSC was broadcasting this afternoon for the football team, or the football team's game against Lake Erie College. 69-0 again was the final score of the men's football team opener of the 2018 season. Against Lake Erie College. They did open and play against Lake Erie College last season. I believe 30-3 was the final score of that one. So 69-0 is the score of today's game. got about a minute 30 left on the clock for this little intermission timeout. I don't know the exact technical term. Edinboro looking ready to go, as this game did get a late start. We started about 4:45-ish, opposed to the 4 o'clock time, because every one of these matches so far, and matches and games so far of this tournament, have been either 4 or 5 matches. All the teams playing aggressively, all the teams playing their very best in this tournament, leading almost all the games to go to either 4 or 5 matches, I believe, except for last night's Lock Haven game against Edinboro that did only go to 3. Both teams looking ready to go in this third match. Again, collegiate volleyball, they play up to 5, or they play best of 5. So if Edinboro were to win this match, they will take this game, and if Glenville were to take this match, then they would go into a 4th game. Glenville is going to open up with serving. Up and over to Edinboro side. A tip from Sierra Jackson. A set and a hit back over to Edinboro side. Paige Morris setting it up for Hannah Cantrell, who's going to send it over back to Glenville side. A block from Sierra Jackson and Paige Morris. Sends it over to Glenville's side. They just couldn't get control. Edinboro with the first point of this third match. 1-0 is your score currently. Abigail Horner up to serve. Up and over to the Glenville side. A tip from Glenville, but Molly Briere is ready. Paige Morris with a hit over to Glenville's side, getting Edinboro the second point of the game. 2-0, Edinboro in the lead. Up and over to Glenville's side. A set and a tip. Molly Briere again right there, ready for it. Megan Skrupchuk sending it over to Glenville's side. They're going to call Glenville on that. 3-0 is your score currently. Up and over to Glenville's side. And 0 is your score currently here in this third match. Edinboro versus Glenville State Pioneers. Up and over. Glenville send it back over to Edinboro side. A little bit of substitution there before Glenville takes their serve. Service up and over. Molly Briere ready for that. To Eldridge, to Sierra Jackson coming in with a strong hit there. And then again a block, but it's going to be out on Edinboro. 4-2 here at McComb Fieldhouse. Service up and over. Scrub talk to Eldridge, to Jackson giving a strong hit. And they are calling a tip on Glenville, so Edinboro will get that point. 5-2 here at McComb Fieldhouse. Number 2, Jessica Giannacaro for Edinboro up to serve now. Serve is up and over. Giannacaro's serve, she can serve from anywhere on the back of that court. We've noticed that in the last couple of days actually. She can serve from the middle or the sides. It doesn't matter where. And I think she's comfortable with serving wherever she wants to. Glenville with that point, 5-3. Glenville trying to send it over a little too far. Edinboro with that point, 6-3 here at Macomb Fieldhouse in this third match. Hannah Bredetar up to serve now. Serve is up and over to Glenville side. A hard hit from Glenville sends it over to Edinboro side, but they are ready. Megan Skreptok sending it back over, but it is sent back to Edinboro side quickly. Skreptok again sending it over with a set and a hit. There was a little bit of a block, and then Jessica Giancarlo rolled for it, just not connecting the play in its entirety is the word I'm looking for. It's been a long day of volleyball, folks. I've been here all day. So have these players. And it's crazy that they're still playing as aggressive as they were at noon this morning. 6-5 now. Here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Serve is up and over. With a set from Eldridge to Skreptok and a hit into the box. 7-5 now. Edinboro in the lead in this third match. Skreptok up to serve. It's going to be out on Glenville into the bleachers. 8-5 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. It's going to be an ace for Skreptok. She's going to be back up to serve. Serve is up and over. Glenville ready for it. Sending it back over to Edinboro. Eldridge with the set to Cantrell. She's going to hit it in. It's going to be tipped off of Glenville's hands. 9-5 here now at Edinboro's Macomb Fieldhouse. Up and over. They're going to call a timeout here at Macomb Fieldhouse. We're going to go on a quick commercial here on ETV, so stay tuned for all your volleyball action.
Can we tell you everything about Edinboro University in just 30 seconds?
No way.
So let's just say, if you're looking for an exceptional and affordable education to build the foundations of your career success, you'll find it right here at Edinboro, where you're more than just a student. You're a fighting Scot. Schedule your visit or apply today at edinboro.edu.
Hello and welcome back. My name is Maddie G. I'm your color commentator and play-by-play commentator of this women's volleyball matchup against Glenville State Pioneers. Megan Skreptok up the line to serve. Serve is up and over. Back over to Edinboro side. Hannah Cantrell trying to, she kind of rolled for that one. It just didn't reach her hand just in time. 10-6, Edinboro in the lead in this third match. Service up and over. Hannah Brunnerstar to Eldridge to Sturkle. It's going to send it over. Glenville ready for that. Molly Briere to Eldridge to Sturkle. He's going to hit it down. A strong hit. 11-6 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Molly Briere up to serve for Edinboro. Service up and over. Almost not, but over. And getting Edinboro the next point. Excuse me. 12-6 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Edinboro in the lead. Briere up to serve again for Edinboro. Up and over. Glenville trying to play it, but goes out of bounds and almost out the door. 13-6 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Molly Briere back up to serve for Edinboro. Serve is up and over. Glenville making it back over. Briere ready though. Eldridge to Paige Morris, who's going to give him a nice hit to the back of the box. Edinboro with another point, 14-6 here at Macomb Fieldhouse in this third match. Briere with the serve. Up and over. A set and a hit brings it back. Brunitar ready though. A set and a hit from Cantrell. Setting it out, but it tipped off of Glenville's hands before. 15-6 here at Macomb Fieldhouse, third match. Briere back up to serve once again. Serve is up and over. With a set and a hit. It's going to go out on Edinboro. 15-7. Glenville with the serve now. Glenville serve is up and over. Brunitar right there for it. Eldridge to Cantrell, who's going to hit it right in the middle of the back of that court. Getting Edinboro that point, 16-7. Alicia Eldridge to serve for Edinboro. Serve is up and over. A set and a hit from Glenville. Megan Skreptok right there though. Eldridge to, number 17, Sarah Armaheiser. Sarah Armaheiser of Edinboro's team, a freshman from Saxonburg, PA, now out on the court. Score is 17-7 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. This is Edinboro versus Glenville State Pioneers. We're in a little bit of a timeout. 55 seconds left on the clock. We're going to talk about this game just a little bit. With a late start, both teams came out ready to go. Both have been playing just as aggressively as they started this tournament yesterday. I said over and I'll say it over and over again. All these games have gone into high number matches, just because both teams every game have come out with the aggression and just the skill to set them into 4 or 5 matches. This game is no different. Eldridge up to the serve. Up and over. With a set and a hit. A block from Paige Morris and or Hannah Cantrell. I can't see from that far down. I don't have my reading glasses on, as I said last night. Getting Edinboro the point, 18-7. Eldridge back up to serve. Up and over. With a set and a hit. Looks to be a little bit of confusion on the court. And some substitutions over on Glenville's side. Glenville with that point, 18-7. Serve is up and over. Briere with that pass. Eldridge saving it. Cantrell with a hit right to the middle of the floor. On Glenville's side, getting them the point, 19-8 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. And doing a little bit of court maintenance here. It will be number 20, Abigail Horner for Edinboro, up to serve. Up and over to the Glenville side with a set and a smack to Eldridge to Briere. That's going to be Glenville's point, 19-9 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Up and over with a dig and a set and a hit. Block from Glenville sends it back to Edinboro. Lacey Alger with that tip over there. Set up Briere right there for it. Scruptalk coming in strong for a hit that's going to be blocked off of Glenville's hands. 19-10 is going to be Glenville's point. Glenville up to serve in this third match. Up and over Briere to Eldridge. Paige Morris coming in with a tip. Briere ready. Sends it to freshman Sarah Armenheiser, who's going to send it and get a point for Edinboro. 20-10 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Jessica Giannacaro with the serve. A little bit of action there in the middle. Glenville running for the ball. Didn't quite make it. It's going to be Edinboro's point, 21-10 here in the third match at Macomb Fieldhouse. Giannacaro with the serve again. Over to Glenville. Glenville saving themselves, bringing it back to Edinboro's side. Giannacaro ready. A tip from Glenville gets them a point, 21-11 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Glenville up to serve. Up and over Briere ready. Eldridge with the set. Sturkle with a strong hit. Right back over, 22-11 now. Edinboro up to serve. A little bit of substitutions here. Hannah Brenner-Tar up to serve for Edinboro. Serve is up and over. It's going to be Glenville's point. Tip off of Edinboro's hand. 22-12 here at Macomb Fieldhouse in this third match. Glenville's going to serve. Up and over. Eldridge to Scraptalk, who's going to smack it over. Gonna be off of Glenville's hands, out of bounds. 23-12 here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Scraptalk up to serve. Up and over. Smack from Glenville sends it over. Hannah Bredetar to Scraptalk, who's going to send it back over. Glenville ready for it though. Sending it back to Edinboro. Jessica Giannacaro to Eldridge, who's going to tip it over. Glenville again ready. Hannah Bredetar with a nice pass. Set from Eldridge. Tip from Sturkle. Getting Edinboro that point. 24-12. Edinboro now at match point in this third match. Scraptalk serve is over. Over to Edinboro side. Hannah Bredetar to Eldridge to Cantrell, who's going to get that point. 25-12 is your final score. Edinboro winning this game. That is 3 wins for Edinboro in this tournament. Again, thank you for tuning in. My name is Maddie G. You're streaming live on ETV. Thank you to anybody back in the studio, everybody back here on cameras. I'm hearing that Roman and Brandon are back in the studio. Thank you to Roman, thank you to Brandon, thank you to everybody involved in this broadcast. Thank you for tuning in here on ETV, and stay tuned. Keep updated with our Edinboro Now's Twitter to make sure you know when we will be live streaming or broadcasting again. Thank you. Have a safe drive home.
Can we tell you everything about Edinboro University in just 30 seconds?
No way.
So let's just say, if you're looking for an exceptional and affordable education to build the foundations of your career success, you'll find it right here at Edinboro, where you're more than just a student. You're a fighting Scot. Schedule your visit or apply today at edinboro.edu.